We're following breaking news. Bichette's time with the Blue Jays is reportedly over. The star shortstop has signed a 3-year deal with the New York Mets. This is according to multiple media outlets. The contract is reportedly worth $126 million. Bichette's coming off a season that saw him hit .311 with 18 home runs and 94 RBI. The 27-year-old has spent 7 seasons with Toronto, posting a .294 batting average, 111 home runs, and 437 RBI over 748 games. He's also a 2-time All-Star who's led the American League in hits twice. And for more on Bichette's departure from the Blue Jays, we're now joined live by TSN Radio's Matt Cauz. Matt, I want to start with this headline from the New York Post. You gotta leave.
You know what? For the New York Post, that's not very good. They're the best when it comes to headlines. I think they could have done better than that, but we'll save that for another day. This is a really tough 24 hours if you're a Blue Jays fan. Think about it. The conversation was, who would the Jays go get? Would it be Bichette that they re-sign, or would they get Kyle Tucker? And in the end, they got neither. And both of them ended up in predictable places. Kyle Tucker with the Dodgers because they're ruining baseball, and the Mets because they have Steve Cohen and they can go sign anyone. So it's been a very tough 12, 14 hours if you're a Jays fan.
All right, so we have to talk about this. Matt, what happened?
That's a great question. I mean, I hate to say give you the I don't know answer, but this is a curious one. Usually players in this position want long-term security. 3 years feels very short. Now, it's a lot of money, the AAV of $40+ million a year. But what I want to know is, was Bichette, in the end, did he not want to come back? Did something go wrong? Because it always felt like the relationship there was great. They drafted, they developed him. On the other end, do the Blue Jays know something? Because you mentioned his statistics. He was great last year. He hit that 3-run home run that people are watching off of Shohei Ohtani in Game 7 of the World Series. And if the Jays hold on to that lead, that's now going up there with the Joe Carter home run as the greatest of all time. What do the Blue Jays know? We know they're willing to spend money, and for them not to go out and be more aggressive, like, it's weird. It never felt like the two sides were close. It always felt like Bo was flirting with Philadelphia and now signing with the Mets. So I don't know why they weren't able to get a deal done. They signed Dylan Cease. They've had a very good offseason, but they still had money to spend. And look at all the money they brought in last year with the run they had in the playoffs.
Hey, Matt, what do you think attracted him to the Mets?
Money. In the end, it has to be money. And the Mets, the Mets are a good team. They're not a losing team, but they're not. It's been ages since they've been to the World Series. I mean, my question is, what were the other offers out there? And were any of them as close? And maybe Bo just wanted a short-term deal so he could bet on himself again. And so that's why he just took a 3-year deal for like $42 million a season. But I mean, that's the obvious answer. It's money, and the Mets are a good team. There is a lot of talent there. So, it's not like he's going to the Cincinnati Reds. It's not like he's going to the Florida Marlins.
Okay, so what does this mean now for the Blue Jays?
What it means is there's a lot of things that are now going to have to go right. Make no mistake, the Blue Jays are worse today offensively than they were a day ago. Can Vladimir Guerrero Jr. be playoff version through most of the regular season? My concern, George Springer, can he be 80% of the guy he was last year at 36 years old? Addison Barger made a big leap from last year or 2 years ago with 7 home runs to 21 home runs this past season. Anthony Santander, can he be anything close to the guy he was in 2024 with Baltimore? And a player like Ernie Clement, who looks like he'll now be the full-time second baseman, can he be close to Bichette? Like, there is a lot of talent on the Blue Jays. Their pitching staff is better, but you're going to have to find ways to replace that Bichette bat. And I know they did it for a bunch of the playoffs, but now you got to try to do it for 162 regular season games.
Okay, Matt, before we wrap up, I do have to ask you about this because, this happens from time to time when old players come face to face, with the new team or the old team, I should say. The Mets are going to be in town June 21st through July 1st, huh? Or June 29th, rather, through July 1st.
Yeah. They're going to cheer. Blue Jay fans are going to cheer. This is not what it's going to be next week when Mitch Marner comes to town to take on the Maple Leafs. The Bo Bichette career has been an excellent one. Homegrown, drafted, and developed. As you mentioned, he made the All-Star team twice, and he had the heroic moment in the World Series. Remember, he was coming back from injury that he suffered in late summer against the Yankees. He will come back to I won't say a hero's welcome, but he's not going to get booed. He will be cheered.
Okay. TSN Radio's Matt Cauz, thanks a lot for making time for us this afternoon. Really appreciate it.